Yes, everyone, welcome back to the Red Divide. Mark, United, Ray, Liverpool. Some big news today. What's going on, Marcaz?
My guys, I am absolutely fantastic. Can't complain. I see Man United in the headlines again for different reasons. How are
What's
you
new?
doing?
Always in the news. We're always in the news. What's new? Normally, normally it might not. Lately, should I say? It's not always good news, but today it is. Today's the start of a new era. New coach, Ruben Amorim, confirmed. You got the here we go from Fabrizio. United seem that more than comfortable to pay his release clause. And I guess that means they're going to pay Ten Hag off. I guess they didn't have a choice after they sacked him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm glad they moved quick. I know Amorim was really in demand. I know City were considering him as a replacement for Pep in the future. Apparently, he had conversations with different clubs, whether they're true or not. I can imagine the way he's started his sporting career, sporting management career, should I say. He's been amazing, undefeated this season. 9 games, 9 wins. I think they scored 20 something goals, I believe, and only conceded 2.
Yeah,
So
incredible.
flying. Yeah, and again, it's Portuguese league, sure, but he's won it twice already with them. Brought the title back, first time in 19 years that Sporting have lifted the league. So congratulations to him, man. And now he's the new Manchester United manager. Young man, I think he's only 38 or something. So yeah, that's amazing. Good for him. And may he bring us back to the glory days of Manchester United. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes.
It's so sad to see a young coach, early days, going to a club that is notorious for making managers and players end their careers. I don't know why he would actually make a move like this. Man United that we're talking about right here. But I guess the money's lucrative. It's not like the wages that they play in Portugal. So I think that had a lot to play in this deal. And to be fair, I don't know. He's won 4 trophies, which I guess is decent in all aspects in the Portuguese league. He's won the league twice. He's won 2 cups since 2020. But is he cut it for the Premier League? I don't know. That's yet to be seen. But then again, we say this about every other coach that comes to the Premier League. Do they have what it takes? Only time will tell.
We'll find out sooner or later. Hopefully sooner rather than later.
Rather later.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, let's see what happens. I'm obviously excited when we get a new coach. You get new players, you get excited. You get a new coach, you get excited. But interesting to see if Manchester United are finally going to have an identity again. We, for so long, as you mentioned on one of the previous videos, not quite sure what our style is. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, combination of this, combination of that. And now we'll see, because we know that he really likes to play a certain way. He likes his 3-4-3. I don't know if we have the right players, but I guess we'll find out soon. I'm sure he'll work with them and get the best out of them, and whether they are able to adapt to that, cool. If not, I guess we're just going to have to figure it out until we can, get the players to play those positions. This is what happens when you replace the coach. You have to give him what he needs, right? Especially that first season, you have to back him. Otherwise, he's working with one hand tied behind his back. So I hope that we have the players at least that can, play and do well and get us further up that table, get us back into European contention, and maybe even better depending what happens. But yeah, let's just try to finish the season strong. I mean, it's just started, so to say something like that is unbelievable. Hope to finish the season strong. It blows my mind, but it is what it is. We are where we are, and it's time for us to show what we're made of. For those players to decide, hey, we're going to play for this badge. You have a new coach, and he's not going anywhere this season. So if they don't want to play and they want to sulk or not play, he doesn't care. He hasn't bought any of them. He's got no allegiance to them. Stick them plank on the bench. You know what I mean? Have them sit plank, and we go from there. So yeah, I think it might be a good thing overall. Might be a lot of teething getting through this process with new coach and the current players, but It'll be exciting. We'll see his 3-4-3. We'll see his 5-3-2 in defense, and he'll mix it up. Likes to play attacking football, likes to play possession football. Let's see, man. I look forward to
it. Well, let's see what he's made of. He's obviously got from now until the opening of the transfer window. So, he's going to have to work with the current squad that he's got. To be fair, he has got players in the club worth 600 million that's been bought from Ten Hag. I think you guys have got, the type of players that he needs to get through this period, but only time will tell. I don't know. It'll be interesting. It's a new transition period for your club. And I think he's a good young coach. His stats speak for themselves. Although we did mention it in the previous podcast that, it is the Portuguese league. But you know what? He's probably going to be tested more now than ever. And he's going to have to deal with a whole bunch of politics within the club. Hopefully Ineos backs him and, just gives him all the tools that he needs to do his job at the end of the day.
So 3 things that you mentioned. 1, it's like the second or third time that you've mentioned the 600 million. Sounds like you're quite jealous. Have some sugar with your salt. Secondly, it looks like everything from Sporting that comes to United seems to work, right? Bruno worked out pretty well. So I'll take that. We just got Ugarte, who went to PSG after Sporting, but he's just started. I think he'll be okay. He's shown glimpses, so I think he'll be good. And adding Amorim, who knows Ugarte, I think they'll play well. He played for him in that central pivot. I think he'll get on just fine. And then, of course, one thing I do have to touch on, and you mentioned earlier, United, I don't know what it is, but every manager comes there, and we all have high hopes. And you said earlier that they end their careers. They don't quite end their careers, but they go through a massive, disappointing campaign, right? So Van Gaal managed to then go on and coach internationally again, and coach at club level. Mourinho went on, coached afterwards. We had Solskjaer, who's not coaching. We had Ralph Rangnick, who's gone on to coach international. But I know what you mean. We just seem to come to us with high expectations. They have a track record of winning things, and all of a sudden, it goes to absolute shite once they come to United. So there's something going on there. Don't know what it is. Maybe the new structure will help with that, and maybe this was just too early. And structure-wise with Ten Hag, still been in transition, but let's see, man. We can't keep doing that without finding out, what this actual cause is, because there's been some really good managers who haven't worked out. But anyway, more happy tunes. Let's feel it. Come on, Amorim. I can see a bright future here. We're going to do this. I can see it.
Oh, my cousin. I see that you're a little bit excited, and fairly so. You got some good news. He's a great young manager. Like I said earlier, his stats speak for themselves. But it's early days. He's going to need time. I think we've touched on this on many episodes before. He's going to need time. So don't get your hopes up too high too soon. Just be happy that you don't miss out on Champions League. That should probably be your ambition for the season, is try and make Champions League.
Yeah, agreed. We're sitting in 14th. We'll climb 10 spots one way or another. Get in there and just, try to finish the season on a high, as mentioned earlier. Yeah, let's see how it all unfolds.
Interesting times ahead, that's for sure. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in to the Breaking Story. Ruben Amorim joining Man United. I don't know if the world is excited for this, or if they're more excited than what Mark is at this stage. But he's a good young manager, and let's see what happens. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.
See you guys later. Come on, Amorim. Bring us back. See ya.